hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Baylor's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Back to throw, it's Overton. Quick completion on the out route. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw... Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set.
Going for it all.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. It's Overton. That's caught. It's Ridley. There he goes. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about the run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Paul. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On the ground, it's Cook. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the option. Running to Green. Nice move there. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Wrigley. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw by. And this defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Touchdown, Baylor! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. The sure hands, it's Cooper. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Find some fresh air. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's the pressure. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's Cooper. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. That's caught. It's Cooper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And some room to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Overton. It's complete to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start to...
Hits the afterburners. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Touchdown, Aggie! And the comeback is on.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. He's He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Norman.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
To the air, it's Overton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, He's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. It's Overton. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The sure hands. It's Norman. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They finally get him down.